2026 is right around the corner, and if you're serious about growing your wealth through property, now is the time to plan exactly how you will position yourself for success next year. Hey everyone, my name is Nick. I'm a director here at Handle Properties, and we help Aussies build wealth rapidly through smart, data-led property investing. Our team buys around 20 properties a month across the country, from Perth to Melbourne, Brisbane, and beyond. We've helped hundreds of Aussies turn savings and equity into scalable portfolios, and today I'm going to take you through a step-by-step method of how to create a winning property investment strategy for 2026. So let's get into it. First, let's start with why 2026 could be such a defining year for property investors. Australia's property market has been through a wild ride. Rate rises, migration surges, tight rental supply, and now we are entering a new phase of opportunity. Most major forecasts, including Domain and PropTrack, are predicting strong national growth up to 10% in Sydney and Brisbane and around 8% in Melbourne, and solid results across Perth and Adelaide. But building averages don't build wealth, as proper strategy does. The investors who plan early, structure correctly, and buy in the right markets will outperform those national averages and everyone else. That's why today isn't about guessing suburbs or chasing hype. It's about creating a blueprint so that every dollar, every loan, and every property you buy next year in 2026 gets you closer to your financial goals. The first step is clarity. What is the end game? Your end game. So ask yourself, do you want financial freedom within 10 years? Do you want to retire early or just build a passive income stream to enjoy life? Or maybe your goal is to build intergenerational wealth for you and your family. Once you know the destination, you can calculate exactly how many properties you'll need, at what price points, and what kind of yields will help you get you there. For example, if your goal is $100,000 a year in passive income, and each property can deliver $10,000 in net income after expenses, that's 10 properties. From there, you can reverse engineer how you're going to acquire them, starting with capital growth properties for equity and later transitioning into high yield assets for cash flow and stability. So before jumping into buying, take an honest look at where you stand today. What is your current borrowing capacity? How much equity or cash do you have available? How is your serviceability? Can you comfortably handle more debt? And also, what's your risk tolerance? Are you comfortable holding multiple properties, or do you prefer less but slow and steady growth? At Handle Properties, we help clients run a full portfolio health check to find out what's performing and what's holding them back. If your loans are on high rates, 2026 is the year to refinance, restructure, and free up borrowing power. And that's how you're going to keep moving your portfolio forward while everyone else stays stuck. Now that you know your goal and your financial position, let's talk about your buying approach in 2026. There are basically two major parts for investors: either chase growth or chase cash flow. If you're early in your journey and you want to build equity fast and buy more properties, focus on high growth markets, suburbs with strong population inflows, infrastructure investment, and very low housing supply. And if you already have multiple properties or have limited borrowing power, it might be time to pivot towards cash flow properties, ones that hold themselves up financially and help you reduce pressure on your portfolio. At Handle Properties, we often blend the two, helping clients buy in early stage markets for growth while layering in regional or dual income properties for yield. The right mix depends on your personal strategy, your timeline, and your borrowing power. Choosing the right location is where most investors either make or break their returns. Forget the hype and start with the data. At Handle Properties, we analyze more than 30 data indicators before buying in a suburb. Things like supply versus demand, days on market, vacancy rates, median income levels, local infrastructure pipelines, and rent to income ratios. In 2026, we expect to see strong performance across parts of Victoria that are coming off a very low base, and continued strength in places like Western Australia and resilience in Queensland regional areas. The key is to look for markets with low new housing supply, but rising buyer activity. That's where the price growth is going to happen first. No one builds a successful portfolio alone. You need the right people around you. A mortgage broker who understands investor lending and can navigate the new APRA rules. A buyer's advocate who can source and negotiate deals faster than the open market. A property manager who can keep your asset performing well once it's tenanted, and ideally a great tax accountant who can structure your investments and minimize tax and protect your wealth overall. At Handle Properties, we've built that network that covers all of this under one umbrella. So clients get that end-to-end support from the strategy all the way up to settlement. So here's a recap. 2026 is going to be a massive year for property, but only if you plan it right. Start by defining your long-term goal, audit your finances, and build a clear strategy for 2026 by choosing data-backed markets and surrounding yourself with the right team. Now, if you do these 5 things, you'll enter 2026 not as someone hoping for their best, but for someone who is positioned to win. So if you'd like a personalized plan around how your situation is, reach out to Handle Properties. We'll help you map out your property strategy, find the best markets, and secure your next deal. If you found this video useful, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what is your biggest investment goal for 2026. My name is Nick from Handle Properties. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.